order, counting down to our greatest fails. So this first one we show will not, in fact, be the greatest fail, but just the first in a list of fails.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about this first one?
Sure, I'll talk about it. So our first fail, this is Gil and my list. Our first fail is airing Wulin Warriors. Wulin Warriors, which is an Americanized version of a Taiwanese show that's called Pili, that has been around since 1985 and is one of the most popular shows in Taiwan. So in Taiwan, there's a cultural tradition where marionettes are sort of, it's not weird to watch a show about marionettes in Taiwan.
Not that it's necessarily weird here.
I mean,
it's big on marionette.
It's weird if it's an action show, I think,
yeah.
But for Americans. But so what happened was, this is when we were not in charge of programming decisions made at Toonami. So what happened was, I remember the meeting where the guys who adapted Wulin Warriors came to us and pitched it and told us it's this huge show. There's all these episodes. We're making 13. We're rewriting it to be right for American audiences. And I distinctly remember feeling in the meeting, this sounds like a really bad idea. And they asked our opinion. Our head of programming at the time asked our opinion. What do you guys think? And we said, this looks like a disaster, and we don't want to do this. And they said, cool. And then they went and made the deal anyway. So they got it super cheap, I think, because I think they told them, like, hey, we're kind of on the fence. And they said, well, just don't pay us a lot of money.
Right.
So I remember distinctly them telling us, look, we're going to show it. So figure you got to make it.
Get right with it.
And the next thing we said was, we're not going to make a promo for it, because we just thought it was
And then the next thing they said was, you have to make a promo for it.
They said, you're making a promo for it.
And then we said, okay.
So what we did was we made a promo in less than 2 days that we totally, I will confess, normally, if I'm told to dig a ditch, I will dig the best ditch imaginable. With this, I was so mad and bummed. I was just like, you know what? And I just kind of shat the bed on this promo. So, bad promo for a bad show. Check out the Wulin Warriors Toonami promo.
Trained from an early age, these swordsmen are Wulin's greatest warriors. Now, they must defeat one of their own to save Wulin from destruction. Wulin Warriors, Saturday, February 4th at 8 p.m. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Adult Swim should potentially pick Wulin Warriors back up for the 4 a.m. block, because I think it would do a lot better as an ironic puppet show, marionette show, than it would as a afternoon kids action program.
I mean, the sad thing is, from what I've seen of Pili, it's not bad.
Right. This is not that.
This is just completely ripping This is what people complain about when they complain about dubbing.
Yeah.
They completely took it apart, rewrote everything, changed every character, and tried to make it hip and cool for younger kids.
Gave the mute guy a voice.
Yeah, just destroyed it completely. So this was never going to work, and it was pulled from Toonami after 2 episodes, but many people remember
which is definitely more work than just leaving it on for the week, and is fairly unprecedented to not just say, okay, we're going to leave it for these 5 days, but after this, it's going to be...
Yeah, it did so bad.
It was just like, nope.
So let's actually, I want to show you guys a clip from the show itself, just so you can see the level of shittiness that we were... Yeah.
We'll have to dump that.
Warriors, selected as children for their exceptional promise. These mighty young warriors have spent their entire lives at my mountaintop academy. As their sensei, I have shown these young men the way of the sword. Their fighting skills have made the Wulin Warriors the pride of Wulin. Lone Sword, Scar, Phoenix. Though still young, they are already 3 of the finest swordsmen Wulin has ever seen. But beyond the academy, things are changing. An aged anger returns to Wulin. A shadow takes hold of the skies. Darkness encroaches. This new threat will force the Wulin Warriors beyond the confines of our mountaintop academy. And eventually, it will force them to call upon a power even greater than themselves. The power of the stars.
Wulin Warriors. I'm Long Sword, with my training brother Skull. We on a mission to try to find the missing 7 stars of Wulin. The sheriff is bent, I'm Wulin the land. Grab the Wulin sword in my empty hand. It's gonna be dangerous. Oracle trained us at the Mountaintop Academy. Scarab wants to battle me. Who will win the duel in Wulin? Lone sword and Scar. Wulin warriors. Wulin, Wulin, Wulin warriors.
Horrible. Like, even with them explaining it, I have no idea what.
Oh, I mean, not even that. I mean, it's just the terrible VO and then the sub Wu-Tang wannabe.
Yeah.
It's just so. It's like everything I hate about condescending kids
pandering,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, and we'll get a hip hop song for the kids, and it's just like,
yeah, it just reeks of a bad marketing meeting.
yeah.
That we then
That
had
went
to
too
eat.
far, yeah. So again,
2 days.
so one of Toonami's greatest fails, although it wasn't our fault personally, but we did run it.
Toonami's greatest buck passing.
Yeah.